Right, I'm just explaining my system for taking down the decorations. Normally, I do not take the decorations down this early, but because we have got company coming on New Year's Day and 80th birthday, I am taking most of, if not all the decorations down if I can today. I started at 9 o'clock, it's 20 to 11. I tend to do it in like a reverse order. When I put the decorations up, the lounge gets done first, especially the tree. But when I take them down, the tree actually and the lounge is the last process actually of taking the decorations down. Right, I have taken them down in the bits in the hall. It does look manic and chaos, but there is madness to this. This is all the kitchen and dining room, and I have all my sort of piles, and I've got some linens over there, a sack for any rubbish, and there's the dining room tree. I have taken down everything in the dining room except for my flowers. They stay up all year. I just normally change over from the jug to a vase. I've got my laundry going, and I've got a couple of bits here just to put away, but basically then it goes into the respective boxes for the rooms. It just makes it easier. The only thing I haven't taken down is off the fridge because I need to get the transfer paper to put it back on. So that is that. The cloakroom is all down. I've just got to put my soaps back in, and I've got all my clean towels and everything back in there. And going up the stairs, everything that was on these shelves on the stairs, I've got just along that shelf there ready to be packed up, and I've just got to empty the bird cage down there that's got the baubles. Here's the boxes. Now you might thinking, oh, this is not so bad. This is because the big Christmas tree box has got other boxes for the trees inside. So there's all my plastic boxes ready for all the decor. Bedroom. I've left our bedding on at the moment. I don't think I'm going to get the beds done today. That'll probably be tomorrow. But what I have done is I've taken, as you can see, plain hook. My shelving in that corner's been emptied. I've left up the reeves on the windows. That's the last thing I take down. And again, this is how I arrange it for bedrooms. Tree, all the decorations, and I put like for like because that's how they get stored away. So there's all my bits and pieces for the bedroom. And then my son's room, we have got the tree is there. Not so much decor, as I say, in his room. And the wreath is there. Again, like for like, everything's ready to be packed up because I have separate little boxes within the big tubs to store everything. That's the light and the steps to get up in the loft. And as I say, here's all the boxes. Just makes it a lot easier. And this is what I mean by, like in here, all the individual boxes for the ornaments from the lounge. There's the bits and pieces and linens from the bathroom. And then the games room, I've just got them here. And the tree. There wasn't an awful lot in the game stroke my son's lounge. So that is as far as I've got so far. I have not actually videoed the whole process because I thought that it would be quicker just to show you probably every once in a while what I'm doing. that way I can get it on and hopefully get as much of it done today as I can. So I'm going to leave it here, and when I start packing the boxes up, I hopefully will show you further on my process. Right, this is the box that I've kept all the boxes for the ornaments in. I do keep the boxes as long as I can. It's just, I know it takes a lot more room up. It just protects them. So I'm just quickly going through them because there's some of the boxes I already need. Like I said, this is how I store them. It's a bit like a jigsaw puzzle. And I want to get some of the ones down that I need in the kitchen, for the kitchen and dining room. And that's the deer head one. But it's just something that I find it works. But in here, this is the only time that I probably separate the bits and pieces, because I have near enough all the boxes, breakables in one container. So some of the kitchen bits and lounge bits will go in here, because the box, as I say, it fits in like a jigsaw puzzle. Right, this is the kitchen and dining room box, and I've just finished packing it, but I'll just show you how I've done it. I've layered it. Right, going underneath, this is everything to do with the kitchen and dining room. I've got my deer head here. This is what I mean. I got these plastic tubs from, I think they were only £1 each. I can't remember exactly what store I got them from. So that's got all the tree decorations for my gingerbread tree for the breakfast bar. That is Santa from the dining room tree, which is wrapped up in bubble wrap. Then I've just layered everything and covered everything in bubble wrap and kitchen roll just to protect it. It's also got all my Christmas tins in. Then what I tend to do is just pad it out. These are the chair covers for the backs of the chairs. And that one is ready to go up in the loft. As I say, I do have a system how I organise things. That is the tree from the dining room, from the breakfast bar. This is the box with all the individual boxes. These have all been packaged up. All the batteries have been taken out of. So I've got a couple more boxes still to go in there from the lounge. Again, most of my boxes are packaged so that the stuff does not get moved about when it's going up in the loft, and very often it's like a massive jigsaw puzzle. Right, I had to take a mini break. It's now 10 to 1. We had an unexpected visitor turn up, and then we just had a snack for our lunch. Now this is how far I've got so far. This bag used to be I believe a gazebo in here. What I tend to do is any bags that we've got where the camping chairs have broken, or we don't need to store them anymore, and like the gazebo bag, they're really strong bags with a zip and very ideal for Christmas trees and Christmas decorations. And this is one that I put all the foliage in. It has the all the poinsettia heads and also the garland out of the dining room. The one that goes in the lounge above the mantle, which is over there, that has its own box, that is actually a lit up one. And I've also boxed up the tree from the dining room one. And as I say, these then get taped down. But the boxes are getting that old now. And as I said, I do like to secure them because yes, they are going to be stored up in the loft for another year until they come out again. So that's as far as I've got, and the dining room is getting there. These are the few bits, and those canvases are from the back doorway. I always have a bowl with a screwdriver in and the batteries that I take out of all the I took canvases and all the things that need batteries. These are the few things that came out of the cloakroom and the hall. So I'm going to carry on, and again I'll give you a progress report. I am now going to box the trees, the 3 trees from the bedrooms upstairs. Right, I'm in the main bedroom, and I did actually share this with you before Christmas when we was putting the decorations up. This is what I used to have when we used to have a older coffee table with the shelf underneath, and this used to corral things like remotes and bits and pieces. But when we got rid of the coffee table, I decided to use it to store Christmas decorations. Believe it or not, this actually houses all my decorations from the main bedroom Christmas tree and those little shelves that are at the side of my side of the bed. And if you put a little thought into it and organise everything, it will all go in lovely. And it's just taking that little bit of time putting decorations away, which will save time getting them back out again. So as you can see, with all the different compartments, it just works out really well. And I just use a little baggie for the green baubles. Underneath is the tinsel and the beads. I've got a few bits of breakables that I've wrapped up in bubble wrap and kitchen roll just to protect them. The flowers are there, blocks there, and the bits off of my shelves are in there. And what I tend to do then is this will go in the bottom of that tub there, because that's where all the decorations go for the bedrooms. And what I do is I just lay these mats on top just to protect it, and then usually I will put, sometimes I put a bit of cardboard across the top as well, but usually how it's stacked, I've not had any problems in the past with breakages. Tree is in its box ready to be taped up. The only other things that go on top is the little monkeys. I don't think I actually showed you this. This is actually a couple of outfits I got from Poundland, and that is just that it goes on my little dog doorstop there. And then all I've got to do is take the batteries out of this canvas. Not all the canvases actually go back up in the loft. I have got a shelf in my decor store cupboard, and a lot of the canvases will go in there. So that is the main bedroom, and I'm going to continue just to stack these up, then I can move on to the next bedroom. So I'm in our son's room at the moment. I've got it all padded down, which is the box tray underneath with all the main bedroom decorations in. The 2 canvases are from our bedroom and my son's bedroom, which is this one, which has got the truck on. Yes, I didn't take the label off even from last year. In here is got that plant pot that had the car and trees in, and also the glass bauble there with the car in. The other cars are here, stored in the tin. And what I will do is that just goes over the top there. Then what I'm going to do is I pad it out. So I'll put those there, and the monkeys go on top, so nothing heavy actually goes on top of that. Right, like so, and the start of my son's tree will just slide in there. And the tree has been packed up, ready to be taped down. So all I've got now is the game stroke son's lounge stuff which goes in just there. Right, I've now added the bits and pieces from the games room. This is what I mean by I use a lot of these tubs to put the decorations in. That's from the tree from the games room. I've got lights and the bees down there. I've put the other canvas from, say, the same room there. The only difference is I did get rid of quite a few bits and pieces, but like this, I love this. This is what I got from the car boot in the summer, and I think I paid £1 for that. So that is something that's got to be stored. And the other thing that I didn't actually put lights on, I just left it plain. If I bring it over there so you can get a good look. And I think this was, if I remember rightly, about 89p from the charity shop. It is quite big. There's my hand. And what I had planned to do was put some lights on, but I just left it plain with the wicker sort of look for the games room. But unfortunately, that doesn't fit in the box. So what I might have to do is just cover that in a sack or plastic, and that will have to go up in the loft separately. And the games room tree is all packaged up, just needs the box taping down. As you can see, the batteries are actually increasing, and that is not covering everything that's in the lounge. Right, I'm still filling up one of my last boxes. I've just put all the bits and pieces from the cloakroom, bathroom, hall, and these are all the wreaths from the windows, the door and the lounge. So now I'm going to start on taking the ornaments down off the tree. Right, I'm back in the lounge. I have now taken everything off the mantle. I've got a few ornaments on our coffee table along with all the batteries. I've actually boxed up all the ornaments and taken the batteries and everything out, and all packaged up. They're all out of the lounge. I'm just drying off my penguin waterfall. I did actually show this working on my lights and musical bits and pieces on a previous video. I've got the cards left to take down, but I am in the process of starting the main tree, and this is why it takes so long. Each of the decorations, the breakables especially, all get wrapped up separately in paper toweling, and a lot of them have the special boxes. As long as I can, as I said previously, I like to try and keep all the boxes. These are going back to 1993 because I know that because we've got these from America, from Frank and Booth. So there's quite a few from America, and there's some that I've got in the sale. This is what I mean. It's like my bauble, which is the Harry Potter one. I got this after last Christmas. This was reduced down to £2. And the very big Mickey Mouse one, which was originally £5, and I believe, sorry about the rustling, that was also reduced down to £2. When I went into Primark yesterday, the sale wasn't as good as it has been in previous times. I have got some clothing and a couple of bits and pieces, but the actual Christmas decorations are not as reasonable as they was after Christmas last year. So I'm going to probably It is now 3:10. This will probably take the rest of the day, and then the guys will put all the decorations back in the loft. Not sure whether I'll actually get clean tonight or even hoovered, but if I get all the decorations back in the loft, that is the biggest battle. Right, I've just done the first layer of the lounge Christmas tree box. This is all the ornaments and bits and pieces that come from the lounge. This is why it takes so long, because most items are actually individually wrapped, except there's some wooden and tin ones. That was the poinsettia bouquet in the gold vase that was off the mantle, and this is just giving you an idea of why it takes quite a length of time, because some of them still have their individual boxes, and these are the ones, this set and the Harry Potter set. This set is what I got this year. But as I say, some of them are quite precious. This one was 2003 when we went to Disney World. And as I say, I've got some that we got from Frankenbooth in America the first time I went. And like I said, I finally put them in the packaging. Is like these ones that I got in the sale after Christmas. I've got ones which I've got my son's names on, so I get them a Christmas ornament each year. And I do like the miniature nutcrackers as well. And I have got a few ornaments that are in boxes, because they came from a friend who visited different markets around Europe, and she picked me a decoration up each market she went to. Over there it's like all the soft bits and pieces of the tree. Round the corner there is the tinsel, and that is how we're progressing at the moment with the tree. Still got Santa on the top there, and at the moment it's about 5:20, so I'm hoping still to get this done tonight, get all the boxes actually taped up so they can all go back up in the loft. Right, we've now packed up the lounge. All the boxes are now sealed up. I have now got room in one of my other totes for this, which is good, because I got rid of quite a bit of stuff, as you may have seen on one of my previous videos, to relatives. But on the other hand, I did have a couple of things that came in, like these snowballs. But like I said, my friend's grandkids had a great time having an indoor snowball fight. And possibly next year we may use these to make a craft DIY of snowmen. And as you can see by our clock, it is now 6:30. So we're going to get all this back up, because son has got to go to work tomorrow, and I've still got the evening meal to get. Yeah, look at this. It's been a hard day, hasn't it? He hasn't done anything.
Such enthusiasm.
It's my day off. I've got to go about working like some people tomorrow. I'm still off.
Hubby did give me a hand with the last bit of the tray, because it is bigger than me, and I need the sun to come down before we packed it up. If anybody's got any queries or questions want to ask me about this process, just comment down below. And I have pointed out before, this is how big the box is for the main tray. We're both in our 50s, and we keep saying this, we don't know how much longer we're going to put up with this. So I'm not working at the moment, so it hasn't been too much of a bind, although I did start this at 9 o'clock this morning, and as I say, looking at the time is up 6. I did have a break for lunch. We did have a visitor, although I know it was a bit rude. I did carry on in bits and pieces while our visitor was here, but I didn't want to stop when I was on a roll. But we keep saying we're not sure how many more years we will be doing to this extent. Isn't that right, hubby?
Yeah.
He would prefer the dining room tree. That's, what do you call it? Fibre optic, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it won't be the same. I think if anything would have to go up of all my decor is the main tree and all the decorations. If nothing else went up, and one year that did happen, didn't it? When I was off with a frozen shoulder and I lost the use of my arm and hand. Only the main tree actually went up that year with the decors, and I was actually told, you know, not to be picky because other members of the family actually had to put it up. So that may be it for tonight. I'm not sure how long this video has gone on because I've done it in, say, dribs and drabs. I'm glad I got it done. I'm not sure whether we're going to get, as I say, the hoovering done tonight. The only trouble is if we leave it until morning, it's just going to get everywhere, and we've even had it, didn't we, in the bed?
Yeah.
Get stuck on your feet. So I don't know, maybe 2 kind elves. We've got 2 hoovers, and I've got a handheld one, so maybe we can have all the hoovers going and quickly whip round the house. Anyway, I'd like to say good night and thanks for watching. Goodbye.
You don't need to get a video out because I'm doing some hoovering. This is your job.
Mr. Bet.